gunman has killed 26 people at a Baptist church in the U.S. state of Texas. It's been described as the deadliest shooting in that state's history. Caleb Mopin reports.
Well, we've now heard from the governor of Texas, and he's telling us that 26 people have been killed. Now, the names of those who have been killed are not being released at this time, but the age ranges from 5 years old to 70 years old.
As a state, we are dealing with the largest mass shooting in our state's history. The tragedy, of course, is worsened by the fact that it occurred in a church, a place of worship.
Now, the perpetrator of the attack was then described by the Texas Director of Public Safety, Martin Freeman.
The suspect has not been completely identified. We believe he's a young white male, maybe in his early 20s. He was dressed in all black tactical type gear and was wearing a ballistic vest. That suspect crossed the street to the church, exited his vehicle, and began firing at the church. That suspect then moved to the right side of the church and continued to fire. That suspect entered the church and continued to fire. As he exited the church, a local resident grabbed his rifle and engaged that suspect. The suspect dropped his rifle, which was a Ruger AR assault type rifle, and fled from the church. Our local citizen pursued the suspect at that time.
Now, the identity of the suspect, who is no longer alive, has not been released. The perpetrator of the crime remains unknown. We don't know the names of the victims. Now, we do know this shooting took place at the First Baptist Church located in Sutherland Springs. Now, Baptists are one of the largest denominations among Protestant Christians in the United States, and this was a very small church. On the average Sunday, they had roughly 50 people in attendance. Well, we now know that 26 of the people attending, of the roughly 50 in church that morning, are dead. So many questions still remain, questions about the motive. But as of now, we do have a description of the perpetrator, who was wearing all black, and the weapon he used. It was a Ruger assault rifle that was used to carry out this massacre.
Well, as you heard there from our correspondent, there's been no official confirmation of the identity of the attacker, but American media has named the suspect as 26-year-old Devin Kelly. Apparently, he served in the U.S. Air Force, but was court-martialed back in 2012 on charges of assaulting his wife and child. As a result, he was dishonorably discharged from the military. Here's how witnesses and relatives of the victims described what happened around them.